Hey Rex, welcome in. You're the first and only so far. Alright. I got my Streamlabs up thanks to you, Rex. I remembered to do that. So I still don't know my password, but apparently my computer remembers it, so that's good. So yeah, I didn't have to like reset up an account or anything. It just remembered everything. I was like, oh cool, because then I would have had to like re-put everybody's links and you know when they entered, and also if you were to just type their name and stuff. I was like, man, that's gonna take a long time. So I'm glad I don't have to do that. I tried to adjust my volume. Well, I guess I did, but I don't know if it's going to make much of a difference. So the microphone is maxed out on both the computer side and the OBS, like, normal slider side. So I've increased the gain, which is basically just going to pick up more background noise, so you probably hear my computer fan even more than before, but should make my voice a little bit louder. But I don't know, we'll have to keep messing around with it till it seems alright. Alfredo, welcome in. Joshua, welcome in. How are you guys doing? I was gonna check to see if... Perfect. Okay, it says the grass is ready. How is Streamlabs getting XP? Yeah, it's funny. I saw that in Zings. Or, no, was it Zings? I think it was both Zings and, Right Family Gaming. I saw that their Streamlabs was like their #1 person talking. It's like, well, it makes sense if they're there for 4, 5, 6 hours. You know, Streamlabs is there the entire stream, talking every 5 minutes or whatever it is, so... Yeah, I don't know, maybe they'll make an exclusion for that or something. So I want to get rid of all these trees, but obviously every time I say that, I keep getting more trees because I just expand the land, but we got all those trees to get rid of, and all of these trees, but then that's it. We have all of our trees over here, so... But this thing is so slow. The grass is ready, but I think we need to wait another month because this is the first for this. I was just kind of doing some stuff around the yard here. I stacked up these bales to make them look a little nicer. I had like a double stack and then a single and a single, so... Check out Gaming Joys, it goes much faster. I'm trying to think, do I want to do that? Like, obviously I want it gone, but now I already have that. Like, my plan, Rex, is to get rid of that. Once all those trees are gone, I want to just sell that thing and just make the field bigger over there. It was only supposed to be there temporarily and just put a couple of trees and get rid of all the trees and then, you know, it's gone. But now I've chopped down so many trees that it's going to take like 10 more years. So I guess I don't know if I want to make the investment because I'm not planning on doing trees forever. If I was planning on doing trees like, as a whole save, then I probably would. I don't know. I guess right now I'm on the fence. So I think I just got to skip some time. We got to go to the next month until the grass is ready. But we have wheat here. Looks like that's going good. Alright, go to sleep. Alfredo, you're playing some GTA right now. Nice. Are you gonna play some GTA with Nacho tonight? Just remember, if you win the race, you're cheating. That's how it works. Alright, negative $85. That's fine. Oh, shoot. I think we did figure this out. I don't know 100%, but I think even if I cut my grass in the rain, I think I lose some output. I'm not 100% sure on that one. So, I think before I do that, let me just skip some time. Here we go. Turn this way up and see if we can get the rain to stop. There we go. Now I think we'll get the full amount. You're on XBY? Like AXBY? Like a controller? Like an Xbox controller? I'm just looking at my frames dropped again. I don't know why it's been very high every single day since I came back. I don't know if it's something that I'm doing or if it's just been a coincidence, you know. Let's see, I gotta pull forward a little bit more. Turn that on. There we go. Alright. Oh, I keep forgetting to get... Rex, can you send me another message on Discord to get Nacho's music? Otherwise I'm gonna forget again. And I keep forgetting. I am so bad. Thank you. I appreciate that. As soon as I hopped in, because I started to get used to... I always forgot to turn on the music for like a really long time, and then I finally started to remember, and then now it feels like quiet every time I'm in a vehicle, you know? It's like I gotta have some music on. Alright. Yeah, I think I'll be with Scott tonight. I'm not sure. It sounded like over the last couple of weeks that he had gotten some interest from other people like Ghost Boy and Gold and Texas Ginger and Liz and some other people, I think. So we'll see who shows up, I guess. I kind of told him basically, like, if other people want to join, that's fine. I got other stuff to work on. So, you know, they can play. That's not a, you know, not a worry. I'll do my own things and just chill in the chat, basically. You even put the website link? Thank you, Rex. I'm gonna move this, actually. Oops. He's been playing Red Dead. Yeah, he's been playing Red Dead on the weekends, but he's been playing GTA on Fridays. Well, I guess the last couple of weeks have been different with interviews and stuff like that. But yeah, the plan is GTA on Friday. Well, I guess Rex has not been streaming on Thursday, so he's been taking advantage of that too. But yeah, the plan is GTA on Friday like normal, Farm Sim Saturday like normal, and then Red Dead on Sunday, which is going to be the new normal. Or, yeah, the plan anyways. Alright. I think I'll go down the side once here. I kind of don't like going down the side, but yeah, it's just because the baler can't sit on the line to do it. Hopefully that trailer gets knocked out of the way. Almost perfect. Yes. Didn't have to move. Alright. But I try and get all of it, so... Same thing here. We'll go right down the side as close as we can. After that, we just follow the lines. But I just try and get a little bit extra. The part that I don't like is if you go too far off your field, then you can't get the grass at all. So I want to get the extra grass, but just enough that I can still grab it, basically. Let's see if we can get closer here. There we go. right up next to that fence. That's awesome. This corner is a little bit precarious as well because it's like barely out at one point. Oh no. Actually, that's good enough. Well, I'll leave it on actually. There. Gone all the way to the end. Yeah, I know recently Ultra's been playing with Scott pretty much every time he's on GTA. And even Red Dead as well. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, and then Tank Baby and I used to be playing with him all the time, but Tank Baby's been kind of MIA for quite a while. I know he was in Rex's stream like 2 days ago or last night, or no, like Rex didn't stream last night, 2 days ago? But between, you know, myself, Rex, Tank Baby, Ultra, I'm trying to think of everybody we've had. Obviously had Ghost Boy, Gold. You know, you can only have 4 people, at least with the heists and stuff. You can have 30 in the lobby, I think, but you know, only 4 can be like working together at once. So, hey, welcome in, Zeb. Yeah, I think it was Wednesday. It was funny because Zing was playing World of Warcraft, and he was talking about, like, you know, when you play those types of games that, you know, you have like a tank or a healer or something, he's like, tank, 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 just yelling at it, like, get over here, basically. And I was like, that tank is horrible, or something. I made a joke about it being Tank Baby. And then, like, literally 30 seconds later, he showed up in your chat, and I was like, speaking of Tank Babies, there's one in Rex's chat. It was kind of odd timing. Zeb, welcome in. How are you doing, Zeb? And there we go. We got the entire outside done. Oh man, that's gonna be kind of a pain. Oh yeah, just basically joking about how his teammate was bad, and then literally within a minute, Tank shows up in yours, and I was like, that's weird. Like, he's been gone for, I think he's been there twice though in the last couple of weeks, but he's basically been gone for like 2-3 months, it seems like. So odd timing. This will be the first year that we actually have something other than grass to do. We've basically been doing grass the entire time throughout this, well, we're on year 6 now, but we started off with just the 1 field. Now we got up to 3 fields of grass that we're turning into silage. It's kind of an odd like layout, I guess. Anyways, but yeah, this year we finally have wheat. We bought a field last year which had wheat on it, so we did kind of get lucky with that, I would say. So I don't normally plan, shouldn't say don't normally, I don't ever plan to buy a field with crop on it already, but it just happened that that's kind of the field that I was looking at to put a house, and somewhat close by, so we bought that, had wheat on it, and we just kept planted wheat again on it. Eventually I want to have a bunch of different crops and probably have some animals and stuff, but this is just the grass field. Hello, Mr. Marty. If your field was bigger, I think I'm watching the sod company by me. That's funny. It's some pretty nice grass, I will say. But yeah, we started with 37, then we bought 36, and then we bought 38. And I'm not sure, what is the last one? 51. So the 4 green ones in the top right are the ones that we own. Alright, can I keep... Yep, alright, we're good. Well, actually, you know, I'm going to go back down the side once more here, just so that I don't drag stuff outside the line. I don't know why when you said that, Rex, that I have nice grass. It reminded me of the one time that I apparently forgot the R when I made my title, and it said I got grass or something, or gas, something like that. And you're like, that sounds bad. Something about gas. I don't remember what it was exactly, but I was like, oh, well, thanks. I probably should change that. Okay, Marty, what are you doing for the weekend? You got any big plans? Obviously, it's pretty late on a Friday night over there. W title, right? That was a winner. It had beans the day before, right? We were gassy. I just feel like, I know it's like, you know, it's kind of part of the game where you're doing the same thing over and over, right? But with only having one crop throughout this entire series, I guess you could say, so far, it seems like I don't know, we really could use a second crop to mix things up, because you guys have been here the entire time, which is kind of crazy to me. You're willing to watch the same thing over and over and over. This end is just really whack with the lines, isn't it? But yeah, we'll start to get to the interesting stuff now, which is good. We'll start to have at least wheat. We have a tiny little combine, a little silo. And actually, you know, now that we have a pretty big-sized field here, we're making like... I think it was like 100... No. I should have... Oh wait, hang on a second. I can check. 1 second. What did we get in our finances here last couple months back? Was it December I sold it all? Yeah, December. Okay, so we made 196,000 on silage for couple months back. So we basically make $200,000 every 3-ish months. So we can make that, I think we could do 2 full harvests and then like a partial harvest every year. So we could make like probably about $500,000 a year from silage alone. So that in itself is pretty good, but like I said, now we finally have some wheat to do. And that'll add a little bit more money to it, but yeah, we're gonna start to expand. This is kind of just the, you know, this where we started. I didn't want to make this any bigger, because obviously this is already, I mean, it's not a huge field of grass, but it's a pretty decent sized field of grass, I guess. So I didn't want to make it any bigger. I want to get some other fields and other crops, so. Now we are finally to that point. Nothing special, enjoying the sun, playing Roadcraft and GTAU. I don't have any plans, but I will probably just work on some content. I know I said before that I have... Oops. Crap. I have like 4 videos that I guess I recorded before my computer went down, so I gotta get And actually, all of those are edited and uploaded too. I just got to get the thumbnails and the titles and all that stuff done for them. And then I'll probably do some recording just because I don't have any, like, normally I mean, obviously when my computer went down, you guys saw I posted like probably 10 videos or so. That was kind of the backlog of stuff that I had for the weekends. That's usually when I post the videos. But I burnt through all I guess I have 4 left, like I said, but those ones weren't finished. I didn't have all the stuff done for them. So I'll probably work on trying to build that back up again, just so if I can't stream for a day or, something, have something to post. But yeah, I don't think I have any, my brothers and my dad are going fishing up in Rex territory again in a couple of weeks. So I think they'll probably be coming over. They've been here a couple times now over the last couple of weeks, just trying to make sure. Oops, I turned my engine off. So I think they'll probably be coming over this weekend. I'm not sure, but that's all I can think of. Mr. Scott, welcome in. Speaking of GTA, are we on for tonight? Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm good to go now. If there's a bunch of people that want to join, then that's fine. I'll work on other stuff. I'll just be there in the chat, but for the love of God, just say no. Wait, what? Want to try to record today? Oh. You guys are trying to get it done? Haven't you been trying to get that done a couple of days now? So no, you said yes. Yeah, yesterday. I was telling Rex earlier, Scott, I keep forgetting to get your music again. I'm so bad with trying to remember stuff. Anytime, like, when I play, it's like, oh yeah, I gotta have the music on. And then as soon as I'm done, it's gone. Totally forgotten. True, we do it tomorrow then. Gotta try to join. I'll for sure be in chat. Gotcha. Alright. Oh, never mind. All that talk. I have this to do. Oh, got people coming over. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. You're like, dude, just say no. It's fine. No, I don't know about Sunday. Like I said, the weekends are more hit or miss for me. But Friday, I'm good. I'll probably still be able to do it on Sunday. I'm just not sure. Again, I don't know if they're coming over for sure or not. I just assumed that they probably would be. Like my dad has like, well, we have 4 boats right now. He's really big into fishing. I know I've talked about it before. But one of them, he's like trying to seal up the bottom and stuff. I guess it had a small leak or something. So he's got like this big rubber thing on the bottom. He's trying to like seal it up and, test to see where all the holes are and making sure all of his engine, his backup engine, all that stuff's working, or his motor, whatever. Alright, sorry about that. Bunch of people are looking forward to have you back. Yeah, I'm game. I just said if there's a bunch of people who are, I know you said before that there was a couple people who reached out, and I know Ghost Boy and Gold have played with you now, but if there's a bunch that want to play, that's fine. I can work on stuff, but if there's an open spot, I'll hop in. Marty McFly, I remember that. I remember that there was a fishing rod as a controller for Nintendo Wii back then for a fishing game. whose name I don't remember anymore. That's funny. Get the black tape. Yeah, he's got some kind of like, there's like a silverish stuff. I don't know if there's different colors, and then he's got like some black. I don't know, maybe it is tape, but it's like you're supposed to like heat it up, and then it like seals the gap or something. I don't know. Cut the boat in half and tape it back together. Like I said, he's really big into fishing. He's got 4 boats. I don't know. He's kind of crazy. I could see having 2. Like, you have a big boat in case you have a bunch of people, and then like you're fishing by yourself kind of boat. But he's got 4. I don't know why anybody would need 4, but I know I said earlier that, well, not earlier, but like a couple months back, there was basically his best friend had passed away, and the daughter, she sold the boat to my nephew for like $300, so he got a really good deal on it. It's an old boat. It's probably like 2000s or something, but maybe even older than that. I don't know. But yeah, it's just kind of funny. We had like 5 boats here, and it's like, who needs 5 boats? He's got like 20 fish houses and literally hundreds of rods. Like, probably, I'm not even kidding, probably 100,000 lures. Like, just tackle box after tackle box of lures. I told this story too. For Father's Day last year, my mom texted me and all my siblings. It's like, hey, your father wants an electric auger, like to cut through the ice. And my brother's like, he already has 4 augers, right? And my mom's like, yeah, I know, but he wants an electric one. I'm like, oh my gosh. He's got like multiple of everything, and it's kind of funny. Marty says 5 boats. Oh shoot, I missed that part. I only have 4. Well, I mean, like I said, technically 1 wasn't his, but it was just kind of funny. Because yeah, he's got 4 right now. Billy Mays sold Flex Seals like a champ. I remember Billy Mays. He was that cleaning guy, wasn't he? OxyClean or whatever it was. Or was he just a salesman? I don't know. Nacho, you bet I know what you're talking about. Put a screen door in the floor of the boat and seal it up with Flex Seal, and it'll float. Anything over 4 is just showing off, Marty. 4 is the number. Yeah, we used to go to Canada every other year when I was a kid, but then I think they didn't go for like a decade or so. I talked to my brother last year because they went last year as well, but I think he said it was like 2014 was the last time that they had went, so it'd been exactly 10 years. It's like, dang, that's a long time. Infomercial God. So he was known for more than just like the OxyClean. Didn't he have like some towel? I can't even remember what it was called, but some certain thing that he sold with like wipe up this and wipe up that, and it all disappears. I don't know. I can't remember what they're... I think I know... Whoops. Smack my mouse. I think I know some of the commercials. Or infomercials, I guess. ShamWow. Yeah, I think that was it. That sounds like it. That wasn't him? Never mind then. That was totally not it. The ShamWow towel was sold by the Slap Chop guy. Yeah, I was not talking about that at all. totally different thing. You guys are just, you're thinking of the wrong stuff over there. You guys are way off topic. Nacho, have you heard back from anybody else with regards to GTA tonight? You don't have anyone else saying that they're going to be there or not? Mr. Tank, Mr. Gold, Ghost Boy. I forget who else you told me. I think you said Texas Ginger Girl was one. Obviously Ultra. I don't know if I said Tank Baby or not already. Ghost is a maybe. Okay. That's as far as the list has got. Nothing from Ultra yet. Waiting to hear back. Okay. Ultra, that crazy Florida man. All right. I'm gonna... Oh, maybe not. Oh, not enough money. Of course, I can't hire somebody when I'm broke. It's, there. Alright, they can have fun with that. I am gonna go get the baler and we'll start working on that now. I stopped asking Rex since he doesn't like me anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't ask him either. It's just pure disappointment. It's like disgusted that we're even asking, like, really? You guys again? You guys ask me every Friday. Iron illegal, it's 350. Actually, I think I might have my baler over here. I was gonna go to the other spot, but I think I left it over here. I think I can see it. Guys, I'm sitting right here. I can hear you trash talking. He said GTA is for losers? Rex, how could you? I mean, I guess he's probably not wrong. He's like, dude, that game's been out since 2013. Yeah, grow up. Why are you guys still playing this? That game was cool in 2015. It's past 2016 now. Oh, I didn't put the pickup part down. There we go. Did Nacho get you with that fake news media? Oop. Dang it, Nacho, why are you spreading that fake news? Spreading it like Nutella, is what I'll say. I heard Alberta wants to leave Canada. I feel like one of those northern ones, like Nunavut or something. I could see one of those ones being like, yeah, we don't want to be Canadian anymore. Just because they're like, you know, way up in the middle of nowhere with not much, like, you know, the government probably doesn't help them very much up there just because there's nothing going on. I could see them being like, yeah, we're tired of being Canadian. We want to be our own. We pay all this tax, and then we barely get any good-looking roads out here. Marty says, it's for losers. I lost about 4,000 hours of my life. We were just joking, obviously, Marty. I don't know if you caught the sarcasm. Because obviously we're still playing it too. I won't lie, it is a big time suck, but it's just as much of a time suck as any other game. And as long as we're having fun with them, I guess that's kind of what matters at the end of the day, right? Whether you're, I don't know if wasting is the term that I would use, but whether you're wasting 4,000 hours on GTA or 4,000 hours out, you know, if you're, I don't know, fishing or something, you know, that's what we were talking about earlier. I feel like to those people, it's not wasting, you know, like it's something that's important to them, it's fun for them, so to them it's not a waste. I missed part. Marty, just joshing. It's pulling your leg. Says, no, I love GTA. Yeah, I love all the GTA games. I still, well, I finally beat, I finally beat Vice City for the first time. Obviously that game's been out for like 22 years or whatever now. But yeah, now I need to beat San Andreas at some point, and Red Dead 2. Those two are on the list. Anything JJ read what I wrote about Alberta. Alberta wants to leave. Oh, this is what Rex said. Alberta wants to leave because the government doesn't listen to the ranchers and farmers out there. Yeah, that's what's been going on for months. I'm ready to join Alberta. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Oh, I thought you were joking when you were saying that, Nacho, just because there's been the, you know, oh, Canada's going to be the 51st state. I thought you were messing around. I didn't know there was any seriousness to that at all. But I guess I could kind of see, like, they're sort of disconnected, you know? Rex says exactly, Nacho. Okay. Alberta gives the government $430 billion, more than it receives. I'll just type it again. No, you're good. I was just trying to get caught up here. It's easy when I got nice straight lines, which I don't right now. All right. Let's see. Steering assist. Can I turn it on? No. Not for this part. Once I get like a couple more rows in, then I can. Exactly, Nacho. So you'd think the government would listen to Alberta if Alberta becomes its own country. It'd be the richest country in the world with the natural resources it has. I'm still hoping for GTA 4 release on PS5. It's strange that it wasn't available. Yeah, that is weird. I know there were kind of rumors of a remake coming sometime this year. I don't know if that'll end up happening or not. Well, I guess I don't know if it's for PS5, but I would assume if they remade it, they would, you know, release it there. iDrive, welcome in. Says, hey guys. Nacho, Rex. Finally got in the skate playtest. I think I remember you talking about that a while ago. That they're coming out with a new one and you tried to, or you applied to be in the playtest or something like that. I think I left a little bit way back there, but we'll get that when we go past it on the next row. What's up, Red Corn? That's from Scott. Tony Hawk's 3 and 4 remaster just dropped. Really? I remember playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 way back in the day, but that's the only one that I ever really played. I remember one of my friends had Skate, and I don't know, I think Pro Skater was fun because I didn't really have many games. But I was never like a skateboarder, so once like Skate came out, I already had tons of other games. I was like, yeah, that doesn't really interest me. I'm sure I've missed some more stuff. Chats here. Keep on dreaming. A lot of strange things have been happening. What's been strange there, Mississippi? What are you referring to? Maybe it's going over my head, but I'm not sure what you're actually talking about. Like, genuinely don't know. I'm not allowed to record or post anything from it. Yeah. That's how those go. Hey, Timmy, welcome in. You must be back from bringing your cow to wherever it was you had to bring it today. I don't remember exactly. Ryder says, hey, Gonza. Oh, it's Gonzo. When I said that, I was like, wait, isn't it Gonzo? iDrive is misgendering. Purposely. Maliciously. Oops. I'll probably come back and get that corner a little bit better. We'll try and just get this row that we kind of messed up with. Timmy, you're in first place. What the heck? How did that happen? You literally came in and put like 3 chats and got up to first. How does that work? Just a lot of weird things happening in the world as the moment that I've been noticing. As of the moment. Okay. Yeah, the leaderboard is definitely a strange thing. Because like I said, he came in, he's put a total of 5 chats, and somehow is in first. I don't understand how that works. Rex was here before the stream even started and has like 40. And is probably second now? Because it looks like Streamlabs is third. Oh no, Mississippi's third. Maybe Rex got kicked off the list. YouTube best recognized, yeah. They knew who they're dealing with in Timmy here. Like, nah, this dude's the GOAT. His 3 chats are worth more than 45 Rex chats. He's in second, okay. Yeah, it's this whole YouTube chat thing is just weird. Oh, great. I think I might have got myself stuck. There we go. Timmy, did you see your name at the end of episode 7 when he thanks all of the cheeseheads? Nacho was third, now he's 5th. Yeah, I don't really understand how that thing works. Like, I get how it's supposed to work, but it doesn't seem like it works how it's supposed to. Anyways. I heard, yeah, that dude's still going. I think we're getting close to running out of fuel on there, so I probably should fuel it up. But I did run out of fuel one of the last times we were there, so I had to buy a fuel trailer. So I guess now if it runs out, it's not that big of a deal. So we had to buy one anyways. Trying to stay on the grass, but I know we're missing a ton. Listening while editing. Okay. I don't know, I can't really do that. I have to, like, mute it. I guess, I don't know, maybe I just get too distracted, but I'm like, I gotta hear what I'm trying to edit. I can't hear what, you know, whoever's streaming, what they're doing. Hey Artem, welcome in. So yeah, here's that corner where I said it's kind of like some of the time it doesn't. I think it's just a little bit too far in to the land that we own. So we don't own this corner just because I rounded it. You know, if I had kept it straight on that end, it'd been all right. I probably should end up fixing that. Just put a little bit more regular grass there so I don't go quite as far inside. Timmy says, I'm back. I just looked at it. Did you see it? See, what's the other guy? There he is. I never really used AI until this series. This is kind of the first time I've really used them. I like to mow the grass. It's probably one of the most fun things, or I guess just really getting any crop is probably the most fun because you spend all year like taking care of it. So to then finally be able to get, you know, harvest it, it's kind of fun. But yeah, if I obviously hire some AI, we can get a little bit more stuff done faster. I just have unlimited aura for getting one place in 2 seconds, yeah. Over 9,000. Okay. Hopefully Redcorn never get gifted a membership. Why is that? Because then you have to put Redcorn in your corn harvest or something? Alright. Good man Nacho, put my name in your video. Yeah, he does that for all of the members. It's kind of hard because memberships, especially with gifted ones, they're there for a month and they're gone for a month and then they're there 2 months later, and then, you know, it's like the names are constantly changing. Yeah, I mean, even if somebody pays for it themselves, it you know, they might cancel it this month and be back in 3 months or whatever, but it makes it a little bit easier to do because you're like, oh, well, this person's there, you know, almost every month or whatever, so it's, you can count on that name being in there, but it's always like an ever-changing list. Easy on the caps, Timmy, my eyes, they're bleeding. You don't need to be screaming at me. Actually, wait, where's Streamlabs at? What are you doing? Did Streamlabs take a crap? Why aren't you yelling at Timmy? Do your job. Oh, because his name is so long it wouldn't fit. Yeah, that is a really long name, I see. Apparently Streamlabs is okay with capital letters now. Maybe that setting got turned off too, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, Streamlabs is slacking. I don't think I would have turned it off, but I guess maybe I could have. Like before when I had my computer, I possibly could have turned it off. I don't... Actually, you know what? Maybe I did. I think I might have. I think I might have turned that off now that I think about it. Because it was always yelling at Dust Bunny for like saying, hey Mateo or something, you know, with like 6 caps in his name. I think I turned it off for Dust Bunny. I'll have to go back and check. I'm just now looking at our money. I think we've lost $400 since hiring that AI. Wage payment minus 400. There it goes. That's funny. It was literally exactly as I, like right after I just said it, it popped up. I'm like, I think we had like 49.18 or something like that. And then it literally pops up with the exact number I said. How odd is that? Hey, what's up, right? Welcome in. AI worker has completed their task. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, we got a long way to go. Oops. With all the grass to pick up here, all the bales to do. I think I heard somebody say that there's a mod where you can have the AI pick up the bales. Is that true? Because otherwise it kind of doesn't know where to... Or... Not the bales. The grass to bale it. Like this part. Is there a mod where you can get that? Hey Joe, welcome in. We're getting pretty low on fuel on this thing as well. I should probably take this back. I think I'll go to the end of the field here and then I'll move it. Look at the last message. From who, Timmy? From you? Ding dong, Streamlabs, it's not bedtime. That one? I don't know how I missed that. I really don't understand how I missed some messages, because like I looked at it like 5 times and was like, oh, okay, I've read everything there is, and then I don't know, that's somehow snuck past. It's weird how that happens. Alright. We'll set it down right after this little bit. Okay, let's go to the map. We're gonna reset that. And then we gotta go get some fuel. I'll grab fuel first, just because I don't know. when this thing will run out. And then we'll get it fixed up. It looks like it could use some maintenance as well. Actually, wait, I can fix this at my own house, can't I? I have a shop there now. Is it cheaper if you have your own? $506 in fuel. Back headed home. Yay, Friday! Rex says, hey, Timmy. Rex, right, Nacho. Do one of you guys know, is it cheaper to fix your vehicle at your own shop than if you go to like the one in town? Do you save money that way? No, Rex is first. Rex is back. He's taking his crown. Oh, maybe it's somewhat based off if they're here in the chat. Like, if you come in and talk a bunch and the person who was in first is no longer in chat, maybe they get kicked down to second or third or something until they come back. Because as soon as Rex put his first chat that he's back, he went back to first. That would make sense. Because then it rewards you for being here. Whoa. Yeah, Timmy came in and put in like 4 chats, Rex, and he was up to number 1. Actually, I think his first chat might have showed him at number 1. If you scroll back up, you can see, like, I think his first chat might have put him at number 1. It's like, what the heck? You put 1 chat in. How does that even work? Alright, I guess we'll find out here. Repair 8,630 bucks? Dang. Yeah, it won't even let me do it. I don't have enough money. I thought it might be cheaper if I go to do it at my own place, but not really. Oops. Yikes. And your question, JJ, about repairing, I'm not sure, honestly. It didn't look like it was any cheaper, and it seemed just as expensive. I don't know. I just thought maybe if you bought a shop, then you'd have, like, your own equipment, sort of. And then you wouldn't have to pay as much to, like, repair it. But it's probably just more of a convenience factor. Instead of having to run into town to do it, now you can just do it at your own place. But I don't have a fuel tank yet, so I guess I have to go into town anyways. Until I get a fuel tank, it's gonna be... I'll have to go into town, so... It should work like that, but that's Giants for you. Yeah, it would make sense, right? You buy your own maintenance shop, you'd save, you know, 10% or something. Instead of getting, like, even if you, like, say it's just I'm just using a car, like an oil change or something, right? At least you save the 10% markup on the parts or whatever. Like, obviously the labor is still, you gotta do it or pay somebody else to do it, but at least you wouldn't get marked up parts. Alright. Ah, crap. No course detected. What's wrong with you? Nick says, yeah, if you do the work yourself, you're not paying for labor, and yeah, you're not paying for the markup of price. Yeah, you'd think you'd get at least like a 10% discount or something. Like even if you go buy, or like say you hire somebody to work in your shop to fix your stuff, like you would at least save the 10% markup on parts. Like you're still paying somebody to do the job, but you're not, I don't know, it's not a for-profit business, so you'd just be paying the guy what it would cost him for 3 hours of time or whatever. I don't know. We're overthinking it. I'm sure they do, yeah. Modders make workshop that's cheaper. I don't even remember what I paid for my workshop. Oh, you mean cheaper as far as like repairing your stuff goes? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was thinking like a cheaper upfront cost. But I suppose both could be true. Timmy says, Nacho! He said he'll be right back, Timmy. I'm gonna move this. Of course, it's the last truck I switched to. Or last in the line of vehicles. Alright. That's what we do. Overthink things, yeah. These are the things that you wonder, you know, from Giant Software itself. Like, did they even think of that? Is that something that ever went through their minds? Like, obviously we'll never know, but is it something that they even thought about? Or were they just like, oh yeah, this, if you buy this shop, then you don't have to run into town? Like, what was their thinking on it, I guess? I still hate how this stuff loads in on here. I mean, you can see the draw distance way out in front where it's kind of dark colored grass compared to the rest. I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right on that, Zeb. I think most farmers do the repairs themselves. They have the hoists or, you know, whatever they need to lift it up, change the tires, and, you know, any kind of maintenance, they just do it all themselves, I'm pretty sure. Or at least most of it, most farmers, like you said. Hang on a second. Did I not just fix... Didn't I just fully fix this thing? I paid $8,600 and it's only half fixed. Is that right? Guys, did I miss something? Did it not fully repair my vehicle? I paid $8,600 to get this thing up a quarter of the way? That's some BS. I ain't got that kind of money. Spend 24 grand to fully repair this thing? Yeah, I got scammed, man. What the heck is that? The dude was like, yeah, I'll fix it up. Nope. Just kidding. No, I took out a loan for another $5,000 to fix it, Rex. I was negative 85,000, and then I think I took out 5 grand to pay a worker, and then another 5 grand to fix my vehicle. So I had 10 grand. Yeah, you can see 9,600. Or wait, yeah, well, negative balance 10,000. I took out $10,000. I got scammed. What the heck? Indian mechanics. Yeah, it's something, man. I don't know what it was. I just think of, if you guys... I probably shouldn't say this. Never mind. That's some BS, though. What the heck? I seriously, I don't even know what happened. Because I wasn't paying attention, and now I look and it's halfway gone. Like, you guys can rewind the stream and see what happened. I mean, I guess I could pull it up on my phone or something too, but... that's messed up. Wait, did I repaint? Is that what I did? That's kind of dirty. I better not have repainted for 10,000. I probably did that, didn't I? Oh my god. Because there's an option to like repair and repaint, right? I wonder if I repainted it. I'm gonna be sick to my stomach if I did. Oh no, I bet you that's what I did. Because it does kind of look more orange. Oh no. Rip my wallet. Like look at the baler, how dirty it is, and then look at my machine. I bet you I repainted it. Son of a... Well, I still got scammed. They weren't clear on what they were giving me. I thought I was getting some maintenance done. I didn't know I was getting repainted. Timmy's listening to 2 streams at once. Who else you watching, Timmy? I'm not sure who else is live right now, or if I know the person that you're watching. I'm assuming it's another farm sim creator. I did fully repair it? Well, yeah, then I definitely got scammed. I thought for a second I got... I don't know if you were here, Rex, because I was talking about it. I think I might have repainted it. You were probably looking back when I was talking about it. I thought I repainted it, because it does look more painted. Oh, McGarrett? Is he streaming? Is that who it is? McGarrett? Garrett TDDK? I think Rex is checking to see if we repaired or repainted. You're watching it on Discord? Okay. So does he... Oh, he's streaming in your Discord GTA right now. I gotcha. Does he create content, or he just streams on Discord for some, you know, random people, whoever's in there to watch? I didn't know he made anything, so I'm just asking, I guess. I was with you, Nacho, and you left. You don't know. I don't know either. Timmy says, I was Cork. Can't keep up with all the CCs, yeah. Too many mentions. Scott, do you know if there's a mod that the AI can do the baling for you? I think I heard somebody say that, and I'm not sure if I was understanding correctly or if I wasn't, paying attention or whatever, but if that is the case, there is? Okay, I think I'll have to go get that. Do you know what it's called? Because then I could have them do this and I could start wrapping, move on a little quicker. Not have to do it all myself. Is it also on the mod hub or is it a third-party mod, if you know? No idea? Okay, I'll have to look it up. Mod hub, alright. 7 p.m. Timmy, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think that turns out to be 1 a.m. your time. I think. Timmy, are you in the same time zone as like Scotland or the UK? Or is it different? I know you said you're from Ireland. Okay, going to Nacho's stream later on, very nice. It should start in 4 hours, Timmy, so I guess that's probably the easiest way to do it. 4 hours is when Nacho will start his GTA stream. UK, yeah, okay. So yeah, I think it starts at 1 a.m. your time. Or am I wrong? 4 hours from now. What time is that? Yeah, 4 hours. So JJ, you did in fact click repair and it repaired it fully. Oh, that's right, yeah. I remember when I disconnect from it. There we go, that's what it is, Rex. I remember somebody mentioned that to me before. It like takes into account all of the equipment you have attached to you. Yeah, I forgot about that. So like my truck was fully repaired, but since the baler's like fully broke, it puts it at half. It's your baler that needs repairs, that's why your repair bar is at half. As soon as you hooked up to the baler, it dropped to half. Thank you, Rex. I kind of forgot about that being a thing. As soon as you mentioned it, though, I was like, yep, that's right. Wait, where's my lines? Okay. Stu, welcome in. How you doing, Stu? I entered a dark room with my hands out in front of me, desperately looking for a light switch. Bumped my head on the like button, fell back on the share button, tumbled into the chat. Hey, Ultra, welcome in. Stu, I was gonna try and raid you the other day, but you don't have your account set to public, so it wouldn't allow me to. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, because you streamed SnowRunner early yesterday, like when I was streaming, you started streaming. And so when I got done, you were streaming SnowRunner. I was going to raid you, but I couldn't. Alright. No worries, Stu. BBG can still raid you, yeah. Raid. Just popping in to say hi. Slap the like button. Slap the like button around. He's slapping them around. Share the stream to all the corners of the interwebs. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Howie does his Friday night streams. I forgot about that. Alright, well, enjoy your stream, Stu, or I guess Howie's stream. That stream have been rated by others, but I'll look into it. Yeah, it didn't, or I don't know, maybe I should have tried a little longer, but it said you were online, but then when I clicked on it, it didn't, like, I don't know how to explain it. It shows you as live, but then it doesn't show you as an option of being rateable. So, And I know the other day when I was watching Zing play World of Warcraft, he was looking for somebody to raid at the end of the night too, but he just put your channel link and didn't raid you because I guess I can ask him, but I think he couldn't raid you either. I just assumed that's what it was because he didn't do it, and then the next day I tried to do it and it didn't work, and I'm like, huh, that's probably why Zing didn't do it. It doesn't work. Maybe there's some other stipulations that I don't know about, but I think the main one is you have to have your profile set to public. I know there's one that you can allow anybody to raid you, or you can allow only people that you sub to raid you, but that shouldn't be an issue with this. I don't know what other kind of settings there are for it, but yeah. Timmy says it is 1 a.m. when Nacho will stream. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I'm doing good, JJ. That's good, right? Welcome in, or welcome back, I should say. You were in earlier. My profile's not public. Yeah, that's what it is then. I don't remember how you change it, but it's only like a one-click thing somewhere in your settings from not showing who you're subscribed to showing who you're subscribed to. So like people could click on your profile and be like, oh, Stu is subscribed to right. Like they can see everybody that you're subscribed to. That's all it is. I don't know why that's like why that would allow you to be rated or not rated. That seems kind of weird, but whatever. Yeah, I did the same thing, Stu. People would ask me, and I'm like, yeah, I can do it. I just got to remember to do it, and it took me like a month. They're like, let me know when you did it. It has been done. Oh, I realized I was off the line. That's why. Okay. I am sub to Mr. Right, yeah. His name is right above yours, so that's why I used him as an example. We'll make an example out of you, Mr. Right. Alright, there we go. Stu says, alright, I gotta go. I know... Excuse me. All I know, there is a riot in Howie's chat. Uh-oh. Got some mischievous members over there, huh? See you later, Stu. Thanks for stopping in, as always. Have a good rest of your night. Probably won't see you. Maybe I'll stop in and say hey to Howie quick. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I'm subscribed to him. I know I've been over to his channel a few times, but I don't think I've subbed. Stu says, bye, JJ, Rexy, Wright, and all. Shared your stream to everyone, even you. Well, thank you, right? Or, Stu. Sorry, I looked at the last word you just said again. Artem's on lunch break at 1 o'clock. Very nice. Stu says I'd drop a link, but I'm just a lowly groupie. I know, the one time I said, hey, Howie, he's like, you spelled my name wrong. I know he's just being sarcastic, but I was like, oh. I didn't even notice. I guess I did. I don't know how he spells it, but I think I probably spelled it H-O-W-I-E. Yeah, I think I spelled it H-O-W-I-E, and it's E-I, I guess. His parents just wanted him to get made fun of by everybody spelling his name wrong. Howie-I? That's what it looks like. Howie-I? Because I before E, you know, it's English. What is it, I before E except after C? Basically, I'm just messing with it. Messing with you. Also messing with him, I guess. Anyways, I'll see you later, Stu. I keep holding you up. You were getting roasted by Zing yesterday? I was in Zing's chats most of the day, and I remember him saying something about you getting a savings account, or you saying something about getting a savings account, and him... I don't remember exactly what was all said, but him and Nathan were... Or Nathan suggested you a place to go, and I didn't hear what he all said, but I was there lurking. Oh yes, I'm always lurking. I didn't send a single chat until he was ending his stream, and I was like, alright, see you later, Zing. He's like, oh, JJ's here. I was like, I've been here for hours. I assumed it was directed at you. You were talking about having a savings account, and he told you a place to go. Or like a good place for savings accounts or something like that. Oh, I see. You were busy still working, so you didn't see the actual chat. Yeah, I think he was talking to you. I was quite busy, so that's why I wasn't catching on to a lot. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I thought it was directed at you, I guess. I don't know. CL2, JK, this vampire is usually asleep during the day. Rick says, I'm very interested in finding out what Saber has coming on the 22nd. Yeah, it's funny, Rex. I did, because I remember you asked me one of the last couple of days if I had seen that. I think it might have been yesterday. And I said I hadn't. I did watch it afterwards in your channel. And I checked my email to see if I had anything, but again, I'm on Saber's, like, I think they said driving... I don't remember exactly what they called it, but I think they said like driving simulation category of games. So I'm not in their email list for like, you know, gory dinosaur, whatever you want to, horror stuff. I'm not in that list for emails, so I didn't see anything. But I thought about it. I'm like, oh, maybe they'll send me some. You know, I'll see, just because it's from Saber. But yeah. I don't really play those kind of games, so I didn't see anything about it. But I thought I'd check for you. Hello, Sydney. Welcome in. Got a Rexy roar. Alright, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows, I think, left. It looks like I think there's a double one on the end down there. I think it's actually 11, but basically 10 rows left. Saber put out a video today with a bunch of tubers reacting to something gory and freaky. Do you think it's the dinosaur game, or do you think it's a totally new game? No game was said anywhere. I assume that all of those people who reacted, Rex, play like horror games, and so they're on Saber's horror list or whatever. Like I said, I only really play driving games from them. Like, I've never played Warhammer. What else do they make? The Turok, or What is that like? I don't know. They make other ones. I just don't play them. So, what did you do to get your Streamlabs back? All I did was just download Streamlabs, and then it had a little thing to like log back in, and my computer remembered my password because I still have most of the stuff saved in the computer. Like some of the things are not like settings for OBS. I had to reset back up and change it and stuff, but a lot of this stuff was saved, so it didn't lose it. Just like this, you know, this save for this game was still on there, so didn't have to restart. See, we also did World War Z. Really? Stu plays that one. Something to do with World War Z, maybe? Could be. Yeah, just log back in, basically. Luckily, it just worked. Because I don't know my password, and it says my email doesn't exist. So if that didn't work, I would have had to start a whole new one. I was kind of worried about that not working, and Streamlabs would still be going on my channel. And so there'd be like no way to deactivate the old one and get the new one to go. Like I could either deactivate the old one or have the old one going, but I wouldn't be able to have the new one going because it would also activate the old one, if that makes sense. Like as a moderator, it'd be the same person, Streamlabs. So I was kind of worried about that, but luckily it all worked out. Alright, I'm starting up a heist. Yeah, get those heists in. I don't think anybody's gambled or heisted yet. We've had it going for an hour and a half. We'll see if Streamlabs is feeling nice today. I think Rex broke the first gamble and rolled a 30. That's a bummer. It's a bummer, but you got 1.5 million still, so. Old gamers, Lane and Wayne, welcome in. Says hi, y'all. Finally caught you live. Yeah, I haven't been streaming a lot lately. I had some PC issues. I know you were saying in Gold's chat just yesterday you're having PC issues as well, so that's not good. I think you said you're back to your laptop, or wait, was it yesterday? I think it might have been 2 days ago. Yeah, it must have been 2 or 3 or something, I don't remember. Recently, you said you're having PC issues, so that's not good. Back to a laptop, I guess. They have to replace the hard drive and the operating system. Okay, well that's probably... I don't know what... I mean, mine was $140 for Windows 11. Hard drive obviously depends on the size, but if you're looking at like a 2 terabyte SSD or something, it's probably around 200, which you mean like 340-ish, probably. Just in I'm putting in air quotes, parts. Come on, Streamlabs, I'm waiting. Oh, Artem, you won. You got 20k. Rex lost. Yeah, I think it's going to be around, well, I guess, like I said, if it's 2 terabytes, I don't know what kind of hard drive you're looking at getting, but 2 terabyte SSD would be about 200-ish. So far, you're in about 270? Yeah. I know the operating system for me was 140 for Windows 11. And then again, it's depending on the size and speed, but I guess, yeah, something like that sounds about right. 140 to maybe 140 to 200, somewhere in there for a hard drive. It's always something, isn't it? But yeah, welcome in, Lane and Wayne. This is a series that we actually started. I'm kind of, well, I started back when FS25 first came out. So this is on Riverbend Springs actually, but I had some PC issues back in October. Or wait, no, that would have been just before this came out. Yeah, that would have been, I think it was the, because I know this came out on the 12th. It came out on my brother and my niece's birthday. I think I got my computer back like a couple days before that. Can't remember exactly when I got it, but yeah, I remember being gone on Halloween, so early November for sure. But yeah, I've been gone for the last month with PC issues, so kind of on and off here and there, but we're in year 6 on here. We started off with, I think it was 500,000. We bought some land and some equipment, and then we just did silage pretty much until now. We finally do have a house, and we had a wheat field and a silo. Got a little bit of stuff built up, but we combined 3 fields into one big grass field. That's what this is. This is 3 fields here. And then our house is actually right there. You can see the A-frame and the pickup truck over there. And the field right behind that, so like, I guess technically in front of it, further away, is the field that we own. That's got some wheat on it. But that's all we have so far. Since we didn't start with very much money or equipment, it's kind of taken a while to grind it up. But yeah, you can see in the bottom left corner we have field 37, 36, and 38. We started off with 37. Took out a loan and got 36. You know, to make more money, took out another loan, got 38. We still currently are negative 95,000. Because, you know, it takes money to make money, so we've been taking out... how I usually play is the opposite, where I don't take out any loans and just try and slowly build it up. But this one I'm kind of doing the opposite of where I'm like maxing out the loan, buying some land, and then paying it off, and then maxing it out and buying more land or equipment. So... Alright, Mr. Rex says I gotta go now. JJ, have an awesome stream. See you in Notch's chat later. Peace and love, everyone. Have a great night. Rex, are you gonna be... You said chat. I assume you're not gonna be in the stream then, right? I know we were kind of joking earlier, but I don't know. Artem says see you later, Rex. And Zeb as well. I assume Rex is going to be busy. Jan, welcome in. I'll try to join. I don't know what the plans are tonight with the fam jam. Fair enough. Well, thanks for stopping in, Rex. Have a good rest of your night, and we will, yeah, see you in the next one, or in this case, later on tonight, at some point. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should have probably like reset the bale counter or something to see how many we actually get out of this. Last time we sold for 195,000. I don't remember how many bales that was though. I didn't really pay attention. Oh, it might say. I know it says the total that we got for income from it, but I don't know if it says the total amount of bales sold. But yeah, I think if we sell our bales twice a year, because you can get 2 harvests out of this, and even a partial, I think, on the last one. I think we can get around maybe 500,000. For sure about 400 or 390. Because 2 full harvests would be 390. So yeah, that'd be a pretty good amount of income. Again, that's not counting the wheat field, that's just the silage here. Which means that actually once we sell all of the bales, well, I guess we're not even done making them, but once we sell all of these bales, that'll put us back into the positive. We'll be up about, well, probably with some other maintenance and stuff, probably about 90,000, but at the current level, we'd be up 100,000. We're gonna have to go back through that again, because I had to swerve around the poles. Tried to see if I could get any more out of that, but that looks like it's it. Alright, let's grab hopefully the rest of this row. I kind of swerved the first pole there, you can see it's on the far left, but after that I tried to go to the right here. I think this might actually be on the line, I can't remember. I know this part was kind of messed up with the lines. Let's see. Yeah, that one would be on a line. This one's not on a line. Alright, last row. Seems like it's a little bit off, but not too much. Seems like a little bit to the right. Because the left tire is like riding on the side, the right one's got a little bit of space. Just a little bit off. Wait, did I miss a whole bunch back there? Looks like I missed a bunch there too. I guess we'll have to go back. Looks like we missed a little bit here. I think we got that. And there's a big patch here. And then one more big patch right here. All right. Let's kick out those last two bales. Actually, yeah, whatever. I was gonna drive them over to the other side, but I'm like, I don't want to drive all the way over there and then drive all the way back. So we'll just drop them here. Alright, time for the wrapper. I gotta turn on auto drop. I always forget to do that. Automatic drop Z. There we go. Oh wait, can I... Is there a way to reset it, isn't there? Maybe not. Alright. Bale number 2. I'm not going to count them all, but should have a pretty solid number of bales. Anybody want to take a guess at how many bales we have? It's been a while, so I don't remember, but like I said, it was 195,000 worth at peak pricing. Count them if you can. Zip says 130. I think that's around the number it was. I really don't have any idea. I think I want to go a little bit higher, but not much. I think I might go like 137 or something. I can't remember. I want to say it was like 134, 135, something like that last time, but I really don't even remember. Once we get the trailer and get them all picked up, then it'll be easy to count because they'll be in rows of like 40 or something, I think it is. Oh, that one shot off. Ten. The answer's always 10. Except it says limited by the number of people's fingers. Right. I can only count to 10, so that's what I'll go with. Back to working and lurking. Alright, Artem. Hopefully you had a good lunch break. Don't work too hard. Alright, let's see. How many we got in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe? 5, 6? I don't know. Trying to find this row's got 4. It's kind of hard to count. Because I've kind of gone in on some of the rows already. I do gotta move some of the wood pile over there as well. Oh wait, that one looks done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? I think it might be 5. Yeah, this part does take a while, but it's not quite as long as baling it all. That one seems to take the longest. Cutting it goes pretty quick too, because it's just so wide. Oh, here, this is an untouched row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's got 5 too. Maybe even... Yep, 5. Yeah, I think it's about 5 per row. Hey, what's up, Mr. Samuel? Welcome in. We're doing some silage right now. And probably in a couple months here, we'll be doing wheat. I don't know, I don't think we'll get to that this video, but maybe, actually. Yeah, maybe. Because once we get all this wrapped up, which shouldn't take us too much longer, then we'll pick it all up, put it on the side. That'll be pretty quick. And then from that, it'll be... Basically, we'll have to skip a couple of months. I don't know if we'll have to do any, like, weeding or anything, but I think we'll pretty much just have to skip a few months, and then it'll be time to harvest that. So, we probably will end up getting to it this video. Hey PTR, welcome in. How are you doing? Doing good. That's good. I haven't seen you in a while. I think the last time I saw you was in one of Zing's streams. One of his Snowrunner streams maybe a month ago or something. I was just telling Samuel here that I think we are probably going to get to doing some wheat towards the end of the stream here. Once we get all this wrapped up and then picked up, then we're going to be having to skip a little bit of time, so we'll probably at that point move some logs just to make sure the lumber mill, sawmill thing is full. And then, yeah, we'll probably be on to wheat. I can't remember what, I think it's, is it August? July, August, I think, for the wheat harvest, something like that. So. That's good, Samuel. He's got a Walmart opening near him. Oh, reopening. That's interesting. Closed down and reopening. Yeah, we have only $300 to our name, 316, and we're negative. I want to say it was 95,000, so we're roughly down 100K. But once we sell all of this, that should bring us in about 200, a little bit under 200. I think it was 195 at peak pricing. So that would put us back into the positive for about, I don't know, 90K or something. So we're doing all right. Probably not great for being on year 6, but like I said, we didn't start with much, so took out a loan to get an extra field, took out another loan to get another extra field, took out a loan to buy some equipment. I think the Big M, the mower, I think we took out a loan for that. I think we took out another loan for the other field as well, and then for the combine and some other stuff. Like I said, it's kind of the opposite of how I normally play, which is like earn up the money and then go and just buy it in cash. But here we're doing basically max out a loan. You know, do whatever you can with the land or the equipment or whatever and make your money back, and then max it out again and kind of keep doing that. There are a couple things that I still want to do, like painting this big old ugly wall back there, making it look like it's some kind of a brick retaining wall or something like that. Concrete, just something that looks better than dirt and grass. I did end up putting more bushes on in the back on the other side. I don't know if you can see it from here. It looks like it's a little bit too far away. It's out of render distance. Oh, there, it's starting to go in. So we put a bunch of bushes over there, so that looks better. But yeah, it still looks funny from a far angle. Looks like we're almost out of bale wrap. We'll have to go get some more of that. Can't remember what that costs. I think it's like 1,000 or 2,000. I think 1,000. 1,200. 1,200 sounds right. So we'll need to take out a small loan to get just to get wrap. That'll put us at negative 100K. So you're at a campground in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. It's so beautiful up here. Oh, nice. I've never been to the UP. But I'm not too far away. I live in Minnesota, which is just a little bit to the west of there. And I'm in sort of central. So it's... I think you're probably a little bit further north than where I am, but depending on where you are in the UP, it's pretty similar. North-south wise. I forget if that's latitude or longitude. Oh, looks like we missed a little spot right there. You're near Marquette. I think I've heard of that, but I don't know where that is. We are out of wrap. So yeah, I think it's like $100 per per thing. Let's try R. Okay. Yeah, 1,200 bucks. So that's what I thought. $100 per wrap, or per roll, I should say. And we get 12 rolls of it. Yeah, that one went flying. PTR, where do you normally live at? Like, where are you from? You might have told me before, but I don't remember, so... Oh, you're from Michigan? From the lower portion? Okay. I didn't know that. Near the thumb. So... Thumb is sort of... I mean... Detroit's at the very bottom part of that thumb, right? But... Okay. Yeah, Nacho's from there. Oakland County. I know Nacho's from there. Jess is from there, from 3J's. We got Moose is from there. I'm sure there's some more that I've missed, but... I think there's probably like 5 or 6 people that are sort of in the... my YouTube circle there from Michigan. Saginaw County. Oh, shoot. I don't know where that is, but I bet Nacho does. Hey, McGarrett. Welcome back in. I heard you were streaming some GTA 5 earlier for both Timmy and Nacho and anybody else who was in Nacho's Discord at the time. How did that go for you? Saginaw County is between Flint and Grand Rapids. I've heard of both of those. think everybody's heard of Flint by now. Them and their poor water supply. Jeez. Yeah, I was just chilling, playing a little bit of GTA 5. Oh, the storyline, nice. Well, I say recently, but I played the story like 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember when it was. Probably 3. And I hadn't played it since 2013, like the first 2 weeks the game came out or something. I played it and beat it. I think I beat it in about a week. It's not a very long story, but yeah, I think I beat it in like a week, and then I haven't played it in a decade or something it was. I want to say I played it in like 22. It might have been 23. So it's either 2 or 3 years ago. But upon replaying it, I was like, holy crap, I forgot how, like, the amount of language and, like, I don't know, just the brutality of the story. I didn't remember it being that brutal. Like, I knew they made crude jokes and stuff. It's always been their kind of humor, but I don't know. It's been so long since I had played it that I kind of just forgot about all that. Or I guess I forgot it was that bad. When I say that bad, too, I mean not like bad story writing or whatever, but just like the language and stuff. I'm fine with it. And I'm quite the swear bear myself. The curse nurse. I don't know what else you guys call them, but I do swear pretty often. The language doesn't bother me at all. It's just I wasn't. I didn't remember that it was that bad. That's all. Kind of caught me off guard. Like, oh dang! I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was this bad. BBG raid. Can't live stream because severe thunderstorms coming through. Also flash flood. That's not good. I was hit with the severe thunderstorms the other day. Tuesday, I think it was. Knocked out my internet. He said I did do a live stream before the storms got here. That's good. How did it go? I think this is the last one. Two views. Was it a short stream? Oh, I was gonna ask you earlier, my Garrett. Do you make content of any sort, or you just were streaming on Discord just like for fun? Alright, yeah, I think that's it. I don't see any more bales. Yeah, short stream, okay. Yeah, very politically incorrect language in GTA, but haven't, it's always been like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's... I mean, I knew it was bad, but I guess I didn't remember it was that bad when I played it. You know, I was like, oh, wow. Kind of caught me off guard. But again, it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't mind the language at all. I'm actually, I prefer it that way. like all the brutality and bad jokes, and I mean that's part of what makes the game the way they are, you know. I'm a huge fan of them, so they're doing something right. All right, moment of truth, Zeb. We're gonna go and get the trailer and start stacking them all up. Not a YouTuber, not a content creator, just an old guy spending all day at the PC. I gotcha. That's what I was kind of curious of. I'm like, does he make content? I didn't know if he did or not, you know. There's a lot of people in here who do. They come in and they also do some stuff, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know you did, so. Alright, I think I said 137 and Zeb said 130. So we'll see. Nacho said 10. 10 looks like it might be the right answer right now. We'll see. Dang it. I was trying to get all the edge ones so I wouldn't have to go back. Missed that one. On that trailer, 24. The question is, how many bales or how many bales do we have on this field right now? So we have Nacho saying 10, I said 137, and Zeb said 130. So you can throw out your guess still. I'll give you probably like 5 minutes or so. It'll probably take us a while before we get the whole field, you know, picked up. So obviously the longer you wait, the better chance you have of guessing it, just because you have a more educated guess. But yeah, for the whole field, BTR says 135. I can't remember how many we had before, but I want to say it was like between 125 and 135, and I don't think we did anything different. Like we didn't harvest in the rain. We made sure it had 100% fertilizer and stuff. So I think it might be right in that range, BTR. That's why both Zeb and myself guessed around there. But yeah, I think it's around that number, 135, something like that. Alright. Oops, wrong way. Let's go like that. Alright, 127 for BBG. Let's see. I always forget what button I have to push to get these back on there. I don't think my PC is powerful enough to stream, and I don't want to learn OBS and all that jazz. Learning how to mod is more than enough. Oops. I thought I was closer than that. I was kind of reading the chat. More than enough brain game for me. Alright. So we got 127, 135, 130, and 137. So all four of them, well, and I guess 10. All four of them are pretty close. Difference of 10 between all four guesses. I got some antibiotics today for whatever I got sick with. Is there some cold or something going around? It was funny, there was somebody in here yesterday asking me if I had gotten better, like if I was feeling good, and I'm like, I don't remember ever being sick, but I guess from maybe from the last time that they had watched me, it might have been like 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. I have no idea. I didn't recognize the name. I assume they probably had the wrong channel or something, but I'm just like, yeah, I guess I'm feeling better. I feel fine, so yeah. See if we can push that there. Perfect. Hope it isn't COVID. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. I caught that once and that was enough for me. I know some people have had it multiple times, 2, 3. I don't know if can't get is the right word. Maybe you haven't got, but yeah. BBG says I can't get COVID, not even once. Tested positive for COVID, but I didn't get any symptoms. Oh, that's probably pretty lucky then. I know there are some people that have had that. Your dad, or your mom had it 5 times, your dad had it once. 5 is pretty crazy. I didn't even know they had 5 different strains. People tend to forget it's still around, like HIV, AIDS, and cancer. Yeah, I think most people have gotten it, you know, at least one of the strains, and so life has pretty much gone back to normal for everybody. But yeah, it's still, it'll probably forever be around now. It's, you know, just like the cold or something, like it's probably just going to be a yearly thing. Obviously it's still around in the other times of the year too, but oh crap. But it'll rear its head pretty much every winter. Whoops. Wrong button. Swerving all over the place trying to get these bales. Why my mom gets COVID so much is because she works at a doctor's office. Yeah, I think working with like sick patients or kids, because kids are pretty bad at washing their hands. I guess adults can be too, but Seems worse with like a school teacher or something. But yeah, that would make total sense to me. Alright, I believe, so, what is it? 24? 6? Right, 2, 4, 6. Yeah. 24, so this is 96 right here. So, looking like it's going to be more than what we said, but we'll see. Well, actually, no. Another full time would be 120. So maybe not. Oops. All right. Yeah, one more time would be 120. Then we got. So if we had 2 full trailers, we'd have 144. Which I think I said the highest at 137, so we'll see. You guys can probably count them now and figure it out. We're getting there. Okay, it looks like we're going to be pretty close, actually, because I don't think we're not going to get one more full trailer out of this. There's only a couple of them left. It looks like PTR, BBG, and who else was McGarrett? No, PTR. Who else guessed? Oh, Zeb. Zeb, PTR, and BBG, you guys might be pretty close. I think mine's too high now. Because this is 120. There we go. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. PTR looks like, oh no, BBG looks like he's the closest at 128, I think. Zeb was off by 2. Yep, last one, 128. I said 137, I was off by 9. Yeah, Zeb off by 2, BBG up by 1, and PTR is off by 7. I had to think about that. Is it me or JJ the stream keeps dropping? It's probably on my end. It looks... the last couple of days have been pretty bad for some reason, Ultra. I don't know if it's a settings thing or if it's my internet or maybe a combination, but... yeah, it's saying that I've dropped about 22.5% of my frames. Yeah, 22.5. Which is not good. It's usually between... about 2 and 7%. So that's like 3 times higher than even the high end of normal. So, Alright, let's detach the trailer here. No, it's almost always, if you guys are having issues and it's in my stream, it's probably my internet. It could be a combination of both, where your bad internet plus my bad internet makes a really bad internet, but... yeah, for some reason that's what it does. It just thinks that my stream like ends and then you have to like click back on it for some reason. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, that's apparently my internet's thing. Nacho says, Ultra, you doing some pew pew tonight? Pew pew pew. Oh no. Rip. Close enough, I guess. Alright. I'm gonna try and scoot this over a little bit, just to give us a little bit of wiggle room. Prayers for you, BBG. Hope you feel better soon. I know Bruce Gaming has had a lot of lag lately. Yeah, I saw Bruce was streaming... was it yesterday? I think it might have been yesterday when I was ending my stream. I try to raid people who are playing the same game that I am, so that the viewers are more interested in whatever it is that they're playing, you know? Like if I play Farm Sim and then I send somebody over to SnowRunner, they might play it. Or if I play SnowRunner and send them over to Farm Sim, again, they might play it, but if I'm playing Farm Sim and somebody else is playing Farm Sim, it's easier to send them over there and be like, here you go, it's the exact same game you were just watching, but somebody else doing it, you know? So I didn't send him over there, but if he's streaming today, maybe I will. Wait a second. How much? Yeah, how much do we have in there? We can put 1,000 liters more. For some reason we've been having some trouble with the thing not wanting to take our wood. Like this chunk here, what is that? 53 kilos. Drop it in the zone and it doesn't want to take it, but it's like 1,059 off. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait till it gets lower. He did solve it a little by lowering his graphics setting in Farm Sim. Okay. GTA tonight, Red Dead Sunday. Oh, Ultra's asking. Okay, GTA or Red Dead? Yesterday I was coughing, lightheaded, dizzy. Today just a cough. Well, hopefully it gets better, BBG. It's never fun being sick. Het, welcome in. I'm gonna drive this back to our other field. Right now, Nacho, I'm watching for dinner. Waiting for dinner, sorry. Waiting for dinner, working on some content. Nacho says drop also. I assume that's my connection that dropped. Gotta go. Hope to catch a stream soon. Alright, see you later, PTR. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you in the next one. Not just, well, that's perfect, because I'm not playing right now. Got 3 more hours. Are you thinking about starting on time tonight, Scott? Or is it how sometimes you're running behind or not home or whatever? Are you looking pretty good for 7 p.m.? Alright. Oh, Farm Sim and ATS. I haven't played ATS recently. Looking great for 7, alright. Oh, McGarrett was asking what kind of content. Gotcha. Wait, do I need to do anything with this? No. Wheat. I do gotta check the seasons though. When is that? July, was it? Yes, July or August. Alright, so 3 more months would be July for grass as well, I think. I'm gonna save it, it's been a while. Yeah, 8 o'clock your time, sorry, Ultra. Yes, that is correct. 7 p.m. my time, 8 your time. Just trying to think, is there anything else? Because I think I could, like, maybe fertilize the field or something, right? The one we just did. Yeah, I probably should do that, huh? Dang it. McGarrett says, I'll hang around where there is a live stream. Yeah, I usually end at 5 or 5:30-ish Central Time, so about an hour now would split that right in half. 5:15. And then I usually go outside and eat and whatever, but I'll see if I can find somebody to send you guys over to at the end of my stream if I remember. And then, yeah, Nacho will be live at 7. So, about an hour and a half, 2 hours from the end of our stream. Hey Zing, welcome in. When I was on Discord earlier, it said you were streaming. And then I clicked, like I went and checked my YouTube and it didn't show that you were streaming. So I was like, well, that's weird. This was like 3 hours ago-ish. Yeah, almost exactly, like 2.5 to 3 hours ago. It's in Discord, it said you were streaming, so I don't know if it was like streaming something else or I don't know. It was being weird before. Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. Artem was in here earlier saying it. I don't know if he said he's gonna be lurking and working right now, so he might still be here, but when you guys were making fun of him yesterday with the he's like, Zing was roasting me. And I was like, yeah, I was there. He's like, what? You were there? I was like, yeah, I was lurking pretty much the entire time. Well, it's not my thing, so I don't really got much to say, but I was like, yeah, I was still there. Oops, crap, I just turned that on. Well, yeah, it was funny. Zing, it showed for me too that you were streaming. Weird. Discord doing Discord things, apparently. Okay, we should be able to fertilize this again, I think. He was like offended that his employer was weirded out that he had to write him a check to pay him. Wait, he was offended that his employer thought it was weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, most adults do have checking accounts. Yeah, I want to say Artem's like 17 or something. I know he's told me before, I forget. It's between 14 and 17. I know he's a little on the younger side, but I mean, yeah, you kind of question it a little bit, right? It is a little weird. It looks like it's turned into a darker brown, so it's working. Oh, we missed a spot. Zing, did you figure out if you're going to be going up north? I know you said that at the end of your stream last night. If you're going up north for the weekend, or... Het says, thanks for the raid yesterday. Got 2 subs out of it. Nice. Yeah, I went up to eat and I came back and you were still streaming. I was just lurking there for a while. Happy to help you out there, Het. I was saying a little bit before you stopped in, like, I try to raid people who are playing the same game as I am, at least, so that, you know, if the viewers are, like, you know, today, if they're watching me play Farm Sim, I'll try and raid somebody who is also playing Farm Sim, so it's like, I don't know, I guess a little bit more relatable or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it just kind of makes sense to me, in my mind anyways. Figured you were playing SnowRunner yesterday, so I'd give you a raid. For supper tonight, ramen noodles, chicken flavored. 2 packs. Is Czech still around? I thought they died out decades ago. Yeah, people still write Czechs. It's not common, but they're still out there. I think I might have to go down this one again, right? Yeah. To get the edge here on the right. There's basically 2 common reasons to not have a checking account. Hiding garnishment. Yeah, if the government's trying to garnish your wages, or a criminal of some sort. Yeah, like you're trying to work under the table and you don't want them to know where your money's at or whatever. Yeah. I'm going up apparently just for the day on Saturday. Okay. That says that's a good way to do it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I understand that a lot of the people watch the same games. You know, like if I was streaming like American Truck Sim and then I sent somebody over to SnowRunner, like a lot of them, there's a lot of crossover. But I just figured if I have somebody on who's playing the same game that I'm playing, then it's probably better for the viewers because they're probably more interested in that game, you know? But obviously if there's like one person on and that's the only person I can raid, then I'll do that too. Even if it's a different game, it's try to send them to somebody that I'm supporting. So heck, just use bitcoins. They're unregulated. Yeah, I actually saw an article just yesterday of I don't know. Probably most of you guys know of him, but Odell Beckham Jr. took his Rams salary back in like 2021 in Bitcoin, and I guess it just recently hit a new all-time high. And I remember people were like making fun of him back then. We're like, why would you do that? You're so stupid. So he's like, where are the haters at now? Bitcoin's at a new all-time high. I mean, it's just like any other investment, but it's just kind of funny. Like he could have taken his salary in, well, probably not legal, but like Apple stock or, you know, something like that. Like it's another investment vehicle. So it's just kind of funny. But yeah, apparently they hit a new all-time high the last week or so, if anybody is into that. I did buy Bitcoin, like a small amount. I think I paid like $400 back in 2020, I think. And now it's worth like $1,200 because it's like tripled since. I think I bought it around like 32,000 or something. That's probably low. Because that would have been quadruple. Something like that. So I don't have very much, but just a tiny little bit. I also have like $30 in ETH. Again, not very much. Just a little bit. That's actually down over the like 3 years or whatever that I've had it. All right. Perfect. Apparently equals wifey plans. Yeah, exactly. That is super funny, Nacho, because that's so true. Apparently, we're going up for just Saturday, and apparently... yeah. So true, but also funny. Alright, we're closing in on the end here. I don't know if I went all the way down here. It doesn't look like I did. McGarrett says, it's like all other stocks. Everything goes up and down. Exactly. You know, if you're in it, you gotta ride the wave. Ups and downs. Yeah, exactly, Scott. Apparently, I'm repaving the driveway this weekend. Apparently, I gotta mow the lawn right now. I think I missed that corner. Yeah, I did. I'll back up just a little bit. Apparently, we're repainting the kitchen. Apparently, we need new countertops. Yeah, all that makes sense. All right. I asked this yesterday, but is anybody else doing anything fun for the weekend? Got any big plans? I know, like I just said, Zing's going out of town for Saturday. Anybody else? We have a paver IRL. Or you have a paver IRL. He's joking, McGarry. He's saying, he's kind of going along with the apparently thing, like, apparently I have to repave the entire driveway. Mississippi says, I'm going to my little cousin's birthday party tomorrow. Nice. How old is your cousin, sir, in Mississippi? I'm assuming they're probably pretty small. I don't know why. I just thought that, I guess, like a 7-year-old or something. Eight? Nice. Time for me to go, JJ. See you later. See you, chat. Thanks, Zeb, for stopping in. Have a good rest of your night. We will see you in the next one. Have a good weekend, Zeb. Same to you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Will do. All right. I keep forgetting that I want to get rid of these lines, but then I forget to put them away. There we go. Anybody else? Mississippi's going to a birthday party. Zing's going up north. PTR is already in the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. Apparently Zeb's time is up. Yeah. The wife's getting on him. No, it's pretty late. So Zeb is from Europe. He's I want to say Netherlands. I might have that wrong. For some reason Netherlands and Denmark, I don't know why I get those two mixed up, but I do for some reason. But I'm 99% sure he's from the Netherlands. And I think I think he's in the same time zone as the UK. I might be wrong on that though. But yeah, it's like a 6-hour time difference, which would put them at 10:30, so the same time as you, McGarrett, I think. Het's doing some work. Working all weekend or just one of the days? Netherlands and Denmark are in the same time zone. Is it the same time zone as the UK though? I think it's the same time zone, right? One-hour difference. Okay, so it'd be 11:30 there. It says tomorrow morning, then oil change on my truck. Okay. iDrive says hour ahead of us. Okay. So yeah, it'd be 11:30 for him. Depending on what time you wake up in the morning, that could be pretty late. But I know Mr. iDrive stays up till like 4 a.m. 23:30 here, 22 in the 23:30 in Netherlands, and then it would be 22:30 in UK, so 10:30. The harder thing is when with the daylight savings time, because like we switch back the clocks and then you guys switch back and they're like different. They're not the same day. So it's like I remember when I started up one day, Robert was like, "Oh, you started early." I was like, "No, I started at my normal time, but because we had daylight savings time, it was an hour earlier for him." I don't know. It's. I mean, it's already hard enough with the time zones, but. Most days I stay up late, catch up on sleep on Mondays. That's interesting. Hmm. Anybody else got any plans for the weekend? iDrive, what are you doing for the weekend? Anything? I said it earlier, I don't really have any plans. I think my brothers will probably be coming over, just because I know they're leaving in about 2 weeks to go to Canada for 10 days for a fishing trip. So I think they'll probably be coming over on one of the days, either Saturday or Sunday, probably not both. I'll probably just work on some stuff that I have like 4 videos that are done that I need to make thumbnails for and stuff. Maybe do a little bit of recording to try and get a little bit ahead on that, because I don't have any recording, well, other than the 4 that I had before my computer went down. I know Zeb was playing Atomfall for a while. I haven't played that in quite a long time. But I think I'm a couple episodes from beating that. I gotta record both my contract save on Farm Sim and my rice save. I have one of both. I switch off every other weekend, or have been before, but yeah, I'll probably just work on some other stuff. I don't know exactly what I'll work on, but that'll probably be what I end up doing this weekend. Nothing particularly interesting. iDrive says playing some skate. Oh, is it like a one weekend deal, iDrive? It's only available this weekend? Or like a 10-day thing, or? So usually those time windows are pretty tight. They're like, okay, the play test is from the 20th to the 30th or something. Just skip daylight savings time in fall. Turn back the time 30 minutes. Don't ever change it. I agree, McGarrett. I think we just split the difference and then call it good. I agree with you 100%. I know, like, so for example, in China, they only have one time zone, even though they span across, like, what would normally be, like, 5 or 6. And so you have to, like, in some of the time zones, it's like, you have to go to work at, like, for example, the far west. Because it goes off, like, Beijing time or whatever, right? They have to go to work at 8 a.m. or whatever, but it's really like 2 in the morning, or what would normally be 2 in the morning. So they wake up and like the first half their day is just pitch black still. Trying to think if we probably should roll it. Dang it, it's gonna take forever. Missed a spot in the corner of the field. Uh-oh. Let's see, where did I miss? Oh, right here maybe? For some reason this rock, I can't pick that rock out. I don't know why. And same with these ones I can't even see, but they won't allow me to pick them for some reason. This I don't know, maybe I missed a little tiny spot there. Not sure what that is either. But it's good enough for me. So we'll go roll it. You've got it to release? When is the release, iDrive? Mark says, well, what map is this? Do you want to take a guess, Mark? What map do you think it is? I'll let you know after you take a guess. Alright, unfold this. Is it American? Yes, yes it is. JJ, have you ever played Death Stranding? I have not. Alma, Missouri, okay. It's a good guess, but no, it's actually Riverbend Springs. One of the base maps. There we go. Now I can kind of see the line a little easier. No, it's kind of funny to say Riverbend Springs because everybody's like, really? I did flatten like this big area, obviously you can see. So, you know, when you change the map a little bit like that, it's makes things appear differently. So, we expanded the field all the way to the back and then cut into the mountain as much as we pretty much could. I left a little space just to have the equipment have a little bit of room, but yeah, this is actually Riverbend Springs. It's in the top right corner. I'll show you. I'll zoom out now. So I combined these 3 fields into one big field. Yeah, this is a grass roller. It gives you like a bonus of like 2%. Oh, what the heck? It did that last time too. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna keep going. I think it's like a 2% bonus to your yield, but not super important. I just do it. There's no official release date yet. All they said was it's coming early access, or said early access coming in 2025. Okay. Yeah, over by the biogas, BGA. Eagle, welcome in. Mark, welcome in. Sorry I didn't say that earlier. I know about this map, so I didn't ask. Yeah, this is the same series. We've been playing this pretty much since the launch of the game. There we go. But we're on year 6. We probably played, I don't know, maybe, I would say we probably average about once a week on this save. So it's not super like well played or something. Eagle says, really? I was here like 2 hours ago. I remember saying hi. I'm on Lady Hill, your UK player. Wait, wage payment? Who did I pay? Was that earlier? Must have been. I could totally see, you know, playing a bunch of UK maps if I was from the UK, but since I'm not, I don't know if the American ones apply to me more, I guess I would say. But one thing that I noticed about a lot of those maps is they're all, and it reflects real life, right? They're all really tight. Like you're going down these really narrow streets and stuff, and can't have as big of equipment. Not that I have big equipment anyways, but out here all the fields are just big and open, and there's, you know, lots of space and can turn around and all that stuff. And so I don't know, it's just easier, and it's more to what I know, like what I see around me. Like there's a cornfield just across the street. Like if I walked out of my house and went a couple hundred yards, I'd be into the neighbor's cornfield. Same with the back. If I walked out of my backyard, probably about 150 yards, I'd be in a different neighbor's cornfield. To my right, probably like 300 yards, would be the same neighbor's cornfield who's behind us. The road kind of turns, and so they own, well, they own a lot of the land around here, but it kind of goes around that area. To my left, you have to go quite a ways just because there's a development that's been recently put in from some farmland that's been sold. But yeah, there's a lot of farm fields around here because I live in the middle of nowhere. But it's all corn, pretty much. All corn. There is, like, you know, if I were to drive for a little ways, there's like some soybeans further down, but it's pretty much corn everywhere around where I live, like directly where I live. Have you done maize on FS25 yet? I haven't really done much, to be honest. I've done every crop just to learn how to do it because I'm pretty new to the series overall. But as far as like a series that I've started, I've only really done silage and rice. This is the silage series, and I'm hoping to expand this one into other stuff. We have a wheat field now, but we're actually negative, I think it's negative 100,000, was it? Wait, wrong one. Yeah, we're negative 95,000 on this one. We just cut all this grass, so once we sell all the silage here, we should have about 100,000 in the positive. But yeah, we're basically just now getting into other crops because I had this, when I started out I had nothing, pretty much. We bought one field, then we bought another field, now we bought a third field. Out behind us is our fourth field. We combined these three into one big grass field for silage, so this is going to be all the silage that I plan on making, or yeah, I guess plan to have on the series. But now I plan to get other crops, buying other fields. You know, maybe I'll have 2 or 3 fields that I combine into one bigger wheat field, and then we'll have 2 or 3 that we combine into soybeans, or, you know, whatever else we decide we want to do. But I think this will be it for the silage. It's a pretty good sized silage field. But the plan is to kind of just use the money from this one to buy other stuff, and then once we start to make money, like good money with the other ones, then we can do all kinds of other crops. We could change this into corn or whatever we felt like doing on here, you know. But for now, yeah, it's just silage because it pays good money, and it was kind of the equipment that I had for it. Oh, what the heck? When I first started, so yeah. It was more of a low-cost thing to get into off the start. But we've since gotten, you know, a bigger roller, obviously more fields, a bigger lime distributor, or whatever you want to call it, lime trailer. Yeah, we've pretty much upgraded all of our equipment to bigger stuff now as well. I think there are non-custom maps with a lot of maize, non equals some. Hopefully this part rolls. I don't know why it started doing this recently. Yeah, that part got rolled out. Let's see if it gets this little chunk. For some reason it did the exact same thing last time. There must be a spot right there that it just doesn't like. Oh yeah, I also should have stated, I guess, since we cut down all the trees and expanded these fields, I have a little sawmill in the back here as well. So we are making some money with the sawmill. But yeah, it's not, I don't plan on doing trees on this save. I did a lot of trees in 22. It was fun, but I just don't think I'll do that here on this one. So all of this, once we get rid of all these trees, I plan on just getting rid of that thing. I don't know, maybe if I do end up doing trees later on at some point, I will get a big version of that, but that thing's so slow. Alright, we'll go all the way down to the end here, and then we'll start going back and forth. Because this technically isn't a line that I'm going down. McGarrett says it's a little bump, so let's just smooth the area. The weird thing is, though, McGarrett, it worked before. So I had played on this save for like 6 months or 7 months, right? Worked absolutely fine. And then I had some PC issues and had to reinstall the game. And I've only played on it twice so far since then. Earlier this week on Tuesday and then today. And both times since I reinstalled the game, it's been doing that. But maybe it is a bump that the game just doesn't like. Oh, whoa, what the heck? That's way off. Yeah, it could just be a bump that the game doesn't like. And it was fine before, but now with the reinstall, it like doesn't like it for some reason, you know what I mean? Alright, let's do that. Actually, let me take a look at it, see if I can see it from the map view. Oh wait, no, let's do construction view. Because I know there are some bumps out there. It's right here. Going up there. You can see it's got a little bit of bumps in this area. But yeah, it was like right here going north. It's kind of cool. You can see like exactly where we've gone around the field, like it stands out. Even though it's just a roller. Kind of nice. Alright. Hey, what's up, Snakebite? Welcome in. McGarrett, do you use any UK maps? Or does anybody else? McGarrett is from Ireland, so there's probably a good chance of that, yes. I'll be looking till 6. My phone can't keep your stream going right now, and that's how I chat. Oh, I'm sorry, Het. I don't know if it's something that I'm doing wrong, or, you know, since I got my computer back, if it's some settings I gotta change, but every day so far has been higher amounts of frames dropped than we were used to before. So I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong, or I don't know. How are you doing, Snake? Welcome in. Here it says, oh, it's a texture. Just change the edge of the grass to texture. Wouldn't that delete the field, though? Or, like, just make it normal grass? I'd rather have it be a field and just have to do it twice than just that little portion, do it twice. Then turn it into, like, a normal patch of grass. That'd kind of look funny. But whatever works, I guess. If that's the solution and it's not gonna be cooperative, then maybe I'll do that. We'll see. He says, I don't know, I mostly play big American maps. Okay. Mark subscribed. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. Oh, I'm missing part right there. Normally I have some music, but I had some PC issues recently. Have not got it reinstalled, but it's from NachoCast, who is or was here and probably still lurking here in the chat. I think I have a link to it down in my description, actually, because I just copied the description from previous ones. But yeah, he's had some AI made music and pays for the licensing and stuff for it, so we can use it. He allows everybody to use it. But I just haven't, I forgot to put it back on since this is the second time that I've played it since I got my computer fixed. Snakebite says, JJ, I'm thinking about doing a SnowRunner hard mode playthrough. Not sure if I'm going to stream it or record it. Well, Snake, you can do both. That's what I'm doing in my current hard mode. Actually, that's what I did in my other hard mode as well. So I started off with recordings all the way until I beat Tamir. All of Michigan, Alaska, and Tamir were recordings. And then that's when I switched over to Starlink. I had faster internet to where I could at least stream. Although now it looks like it's still crap internet. But, and then I started streaming from, or wait, was it? Maybe it was just after Alaska. I can't remember. I feel like I might have done Tamir live stream, but I don't think I did. Either way, yeah, you can do both, recordings and live streams. And then I switched over to do mostly live streams on that hard mode. The one that I'm doing with only scouts it started out with a only live stream series, but I do recordings every once in a while. And what I do is basically when I'm not able to stream that day or something, I'll just post one of those. But what I've been doing as well is I basically have a duplicate of all of my trucks. So I'll have like the Ford F750 I'll have one for the streaming side and I'll have one for the recording side. So it took me a while to build up the money to be able to have like two of all of them. But yeah, that's what so I'll be playing in, like right now I'm streaming in season 15, but I'm recording in season 13. And so I'm like 42% or something like that done in season 13 with recordings only. I've never streamed that one at all. And then I'm like 62% on season 15, and I've never done any recordings on that. It's all been streams. So I'm kind of doing both, but they're just in different seasons, so that way they don't conflict with each other. Like, oh, I missed your last video. Oh, I missed your stream. Like, you know, if you only watch videos, you can watch the full video series of all season 13. Or if you only watch streams, you can watch that series of all of 15, you know? So it kind of gives the best of both worlds, in my opinion. I enjoy Silage the most on Farm Sim. Yeah, it pays pretty well. Hey, Mats, welcome in. He said, one second, I gotta line this up here. Hi, I don't think you gain anything by both fertilizing and rolling the grass. You get the same yield either is enough. Rolling the grass instead of fertilizing, you can save a bit of work. I am from Sweden. Well, welcome in. We have a couple of Swedish viewers, but I don't think anybody here right now. I can't think of anybody actually at the top of my head, but quite a few from Norway, a couple from Finland. I don't know. I think you get a 2% bonus from rolling the grass. And then fertilizing, it jumped from 0% to, or 50% to 100. I guess I'm still kind of new. I think both of them do affect it, but I'm not super familiar, so maybe it is a waste of time. I don't know. Yeah, if you missed a stream, you can see the rerun. I don't know, I think it makes sense, right? Because I know there's, well, at least for me, when I watch people's videos, I feel like the videos are more, they're like better, I guess, than if you're rewatching a stream. Because if you're rewatching a stream, the person's talking to the chat the entire time, and it's kind of not as fun to watch, if that makes sense. So like if you're only gonna watch, like say you're working at this time every day when I stream, so it just doesn't work out for you to watch it, but you want to watch the content, right? If you just rewatched all the streams, like that would work, but it would just be, it's not as watchable, or whatever you want to say. It's not as consumable, in my opinion. Whereas if I made videos and put them out at this time every day or something, they could watch it later, and it would, I don't know, just, they're not as like distracting, you know? Like when I'm just recording, I'm just talking about, oh hey, look at the you know, the sky or whatever, like whatever's happening. But when it's live, you're always talking to chat, so it's just kind of more distracting. So that's why I see like wanting to do a little bit of both. I don't think I've ever gotten 100% yield on grass. How do I get it? I think you have to roll it. I don't know. It doesn't say what the yield is. I guess that's just the fertilized, but if you roll the field directly after planting, you get 100% if it's 100% fertilized. Well, thank you, Mats. So there you go. You gotta cut your grass, bale it, whatever you gotta do with it, and then fertilize it twice to make it 100%, and then roll it right after. I think. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. He says directly after planting 100%, then you fertilize 100%. I think I missed a little bit of it last time. I think it was 98%. But it's probably because there's little bits like right here. Or maybe that's it. We did a pretty good job this time, actually. Plant first, then roll directly after. I could do 2 separate hard modes, one recorded, one streaming. Possible to catch different audiences. Yeah, that's true too. Yep. That's not a bad idea either, Snake. JJ, I get it. You can go more in depth with some details in a video. Yeah, exactly. Because you're, like I said, you're talking to your chat when you're live, and so you're always talking to chat, and so it's not as like in depth is the word that you use. That makes sense. It's not as deep. It's more surface level. But yeah, it just, I don't know. I prefer, if I'm watching somebody, I would prefer to watch. So if they're live, obviously I would prefer to watch that because then you get live interaction. But if they're not live, then I would probably rather watch their videos instead of their streams, their recent streams. So I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority, but that's just the way that I think. Mats, I meant on already seeded grass. Okay. I think it would be the same thing, but I'm not sure. I think it would just be fertilize it twice and roll it. They do have a special grass roller. This one's a mod that I have, but let's see. Because they have rollers, but then they have special grass rollers. Where are we? I think I passed it. Oh, here, Grassland Care. So this one is a mod. Actually, both of these are mods. This is the only base game one. And then they have the normal rollers somewhere here. Rollers category. So I think these ones would be for most your other crops. Oh, so yeah, so you'd plant grass and then roll it with one of these standard rollers. And then once you've cut it once, you can start rolling it with the grassland roller, is what it sounds like from Matt's. So you'd need one of each. I have... Let's see. I think I have one. I have it somewhere. Actually, let me go back into construction view. That'd be the easiest way to find it. Do I have it over here? No, I don't. Okay, so this is my small grass roller. This is the big grass roller over here. And then I have just over here, this is my house and stuff, I have some other equipment. This is the normal roller that you would use. So once you plant, you'd use this roller or the bigger one. And then once you've cut the grass once and stuff, then you can switch to the grass roller. I missed a little bit there, didn't I? Looks like there's a little patch just to the left. Oh, he's saying if you use the grass roller, you don't need to fertilize, really? So that's what you were trying to tell me earlier, is like you can do one or the other, you don't need to do both. It's like the difference between plowing and cultivating. The first goes deep, video. The second, as you said, it's more shallow. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, McGarrett. I might do recordings of roadcraft separate from my streams also. Yeah, like kind of like we were talking about snakebite. It makes sense that you'd catch different audiences, right? Some people might not be able to watch streams when you stream, like at your normal stream time, and so they would catch your streams because that's the only content that they see of you. But if you had videos, they might prefer those, and so yeah. You save more money by buying a grass roller. I didn't know that. I thought you always wanted 100% fertilization, and then you'd still roll it. So that is news to me. And weeds grow when you cultivate, and no weeds when you plow. Huh. I think I knew that. Isn't it like no weeds for two, like, planting seasons or something? Like two harvests? and then you get weeds after that, or something like that? But then you'd be doing it all twice, which could be draining, yeah. Yep. And it kind of sucks because, like you said, Snake, you don't want to. Let's see. Yeah, you don't want to, like, for example, if you were on like Sunken or something, you don't want to do a stream on Sunken and then directly after that record a video and then do another stream, because if that video hasn't come out yet, then people are like, well, wait, you just finished this, you know, X thing over here and now you're on to Z. Like, what happened to Y? You know, like. So yeah, it's kind of. I think that's where it works well for SnowRunner, because you can do one like I'm doing, where you can do a certain map as a recorded series, and then you can do another map as the stream series. Whereas you can't. I guess you could do that with Roadcraft, but you'd have to have all of your videos out by the time you moved on to the next set of maps. Because they do have multiple maps available at certain points. You know, you get both Sunken and Incommunicado, and then you get both, or I guess 3, with Deluge, Sandswept, and Sojourn. So, it's possible. Not if you plow every year, okay. So as long as you keep up on the plowing, you'll never have the weeds, but... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was thinking if you plowed it and the next year you cultivated, but that would go back to what you just said, is if you plow you don't get them. Yeah, never mind. Don't need to get fertilizing rolling instead of or instead of that. Okay, I didn't know that. If you plow the field before you plant grass, you get 50% fertilization for free. I don't think I knew that either. Learning a lot today. Do you think this place is mad at me yet for parking all my stuff here? They're probably not too happy with us. Okay. Now I think we're done with this field. For now. Let's see what it says. 100% fertilized. That's about it. So here's our house, here's our wheat field. And that's at 97%. Alright, save it quick. Yeah, luckily there is no weeds with grass, which is kind of nice. It is kind of odd that there isn't, but... I don't know, I think there should probably be. That's got a couple of months. I think we're good for now. I suppose I could like mow this grass if we want a little extra money. Yeah, the grass fields don't have weeds, which is helpful for us. Don't have to do anything with those. Alright, let's go to sleep. Oh, I was gonna check on my sawmill thing. Oop. So we lost like 600 bucks. Yeah, that doesn't say anything different from before. Oh wait, I think I can just use the map to get over there, right? Right here. Visit. There we go. I do think it's pretty cool that they have different colored palettes now. They're not all the same. That is kind of nice. It gives some variety to it. Hey, Ged, welcome in. Alright, maybe I take some of this stuff out of here. Let's see if that helps. Did I see you playing with Het yesterday? I sent my people over to Het's stream, and then I went and ate and was outside for a bit. I came back and he was still streaming. I saw Satano's in there. I don't know what your name is, but I assume I saw your name. Eagle says, how full is it? It says it's at 10,200. Where is it? 10,200. So it should be able to fit almost 4,000 liters. And none of these... Where's my cursor at? There we go. Planks, you know, it's only 700 out of 10,000. This is only 400 out of 7,000 and 600 out of 45. So these are all, you know, they're not full. Like, it's not maxed out on that. And then this has some good space, so I don't know why it wouldn't be taking it. I don't know if maybe there's just too much junk and it doesn't know what's what, or I don't know. Try and get some of this stuff gone though. By the way, the logs aren't the problem. It's that your sawmill is full. I'm not sure what you're saying there, Ged. Because the sawmill isn't full. That's what I was just saying. It's at like 10,000 out of 14. Maybe we'll try it like one stick at a time. Because it should just take all this. There it goes. Finally. Take that. Take that. Now it's going. Take that. 13.3. Take that. And 13.7. So it's like just overloaded or like confused or something. There we go. That's too big. What are we at? 901, so we can go about 100 more. That too big too? Yep. Alright. What about this one? 45. Apparently it doesn't like that one. Alright, whatever. You talked earlier about getting some frame drops after a while when you do a lot of loose grass or silage. It takes some performance out of the graphics and you get a lot of frame drop. Same with a lot of small wood on the ground. The frames dropped aren't... it's not on my screen, it's on the stream, if that makes sense. It runs just fine for me. It's just my internet, pretty much. Right now it says I've dropped 23.5% of my frames throughout the stream. I haven't had any, like, big frame drops on my end. It just doesn't show up on the stream that way. It shows up as, like, a lot of mist, like, you know, freezing here and there or whatever. Oh wait, is this... I always forget when I gotta to do the next one, so let's do... Is it here? Okay. So we need at least 2 more months on this. What did McGarrett say, or Ged say? It's the thing that you see when you're selling the wood. It's the blue point thing. I had to run all the way back over there. I got it loaded up close enough, I guess. Same with the small wood on the ground. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. If you have too much stuff, you know, the game is going to slow down processing it. But like I said, it's fine on my end. It's just through the stream. You guys don't see it that way. Yeah, it's my internet. Yeah. So, I don't know if there's some settings I can mess around with to try and make that a little bit better. Because like I said, it's fine on my end. It's just it doesn't come through that way. Where did you get the white truck? I bought that a while ago. I don't remember how many streams ago, but I actually got this little attachment thing that I was planning on using for this trailer over there. Let me switch to this truck. But it was just a little bit too... the bed of the truck is a little bit too tall to fit this trailer on there. So then I decided to get this thing to transport my wooden stuff. So... yeah, we've only drove this around for 0.3 hours, so about what, 20 minutes ish, third of an hour. Lower the settings for the stream would help. Sorry, I gotta get back to McGarrett here. That's why I love Chris and Riley's mods. Multiple options in one small mod. They even make multi-fruit, planter/seeder with the option to put a roller behind the seeder. Sowing, fertilizing, and rolling all in one. Hey Ian, welcome back. Get a gooseneck, yeah. I mean, it would work in the truck here. I don't know if I don't think I have any mods currently downloaded that would work in that area. Let's see, where's the trailers at? Oh, here. Maybe? That might work, yeah. As a low boy trailer, though. That could possibly work. Alright. Yeah, so I don't currently own this field right across the water here. So if I zoom out a little bit, we own 37, 36, and 38. This is where all the trees are. Our equipment's all over here. This is the grass field we just did. And then if we go, you can go down this road or this one or over here, whatever. But this field here, 51, is the other one that we own. So we have a little silo here. Looks like we took some hail damage. We have a shop to fix up our vehicle. We have our house. We have some more equipment off over here in the neighbor's lawn. Hopefully they don't mind. But yeah, I would like to get probably 40, and then we would kind of have all these connected here, or even 52 would be really nice. As the next field or two we could get. 41 would actually be pretty awesome just because it takes up the entirety of the space. Like, you're getting all field when you buy that lot. You're not getting this extra part that's not field that you can't really, utilize. Unless we chopped it all down, I guess. But yeah, that's just kind of our farmhouse and what we got going on. Nacho says, negative 1616. You be quiet there, Scott. We're actually super rich. We're just pretending to be poor. Like, you know how rich people have, like, scraggly clothes and stuff? They look like a bum? That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to look like a bum. We don't want anyone to come rob us, so... Let's go actually back to the farmhouse. I think I gotta skip some time because I'm pretty sure this field's done. Yep, nothing to do. I think we have to go 2 months, to be honest. So let's do that. Oh, the Super Duty pickup from the mod hub. Yes, that's what it's from. They made a couple of truck beds for that pickup. I think I actually have one of the options where it has fuel in it. Like if you see in the back, there was actually like a fuel nozzle. I'm gonna go back out there. Right here. So it's got like a little fuel tank here right behind the truck. Or behind the cab of the truck, I should say. So we can fuel up other vehicles. It's got a, looks like it says 250 liters of fuel. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. Kind of cool. Alright, I guess now that I'm out here, I check again, nothing. Is that field say it's ready to go? Not yet. Oh, it is. Okay, it says it's ready, but we gotta go 1 more month, which is July. So I think we'll check our wood pile, make sure that's sort of, you know, gone as much as we can. Then I think we're good to both cut the grass and also the wheat. I think the wheat would be ready as well. Oh, look at that. Loading in weird. Alright, this looks like it's ready to go. Is it? Yep, ready to harvest. 97% yield bonus. Perfect. So I'll have to do that in the next one. Yeah, I think right now I'll just go here. Visit. Whoa. Wait, how do I didn't even grab it. What the heck? I just got here. How do I have that in my hand? That's weird. I was wondering why I was like freaking out. Can't say I've ever had that happen before. Whatever, I'll deal with that later. I'll deal with all of this later, I guess. We'll slide that there. Slide that right there. Put that one over there. That one there. Okay, what are we at? 8,800 liters, so could probably get rid of some of the bigger stuff too. Perfect. Yeah, I think I just had it like overloaded. It was confused as to what it needed to do. There was just so much stuff there. What are we at now? 11,000. We got 3,000 to go. See if we can get that. There we go. 12,000. Let's try and grab maybe this. 1.9 tons. Holy cow, that is crazy heavy. We'll do a little bit of cutting. Cut that. We'll cut this one off as well. And then we'll cut this off. Okay, what is this? 1.4 tons. That's only 200K. That's not that bad. $291, 100. So we got about 800 left. We can throw in there. I just got here. I haven't touched anything, right? It was just like flying around. Okay. I like this log because it weighs a ton, but it doesn't take up that much space. Oh wow, 13,999, so we're completely full. Hey, what's up, Watchdog? Welcome in. Oh, is that another big chunk right here? Looks like it. Alright, let's cut this one. Let's do it right there. Let's do this again. Cut here. And maybe one more time. Right about there. How are you doing, Watchdog? Duart, welcome in. Alright, so we got a couple of chunks we can throw in there next time once we get that moving again. So yeah, these two big chunks are 2.8 tons. It's pretty crazy. Old clunky chainsaw mechanics have still carried over. Love to see it. Evening, gents. Welcome in, Jeremiah. Where's the mud pit? Because it's not SnowRunner? I'm just seeing if I missed anything. Yeah, Duart, welcome in, Watchdog, and who else did I say? Jeremiah. Yeah, we're probably going to end it here, I think. I gotta we can cut the grass, but I'll probably save that for next time just because I usually end at 5 or 5:30 and I'm just got a text saying that's time to go and eat. And then this works out, we gotta do the wheat next time as well. So we'll do wheat and the grass. And the wood is full, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. But we might, actually, how much? We were stacking it up pretty good over there, weren't we? We might have a trailer's worth. Oh, weird, it grabbed it again. No, we probably got a little bit more time on the wood still before we got a trailer's worth, but yeah, let me see. Actually, let me save it quick. Sometimes I forget. I've done that before where I end the stream and then I just leave the game up for like 20 minutes and I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I'm done streaming. I saved it, I'm sure of that. And I didn't save it, so let me see if anybody's on streaming that we can send you guys to that's playing Farm Sim right now. We will be, or at least I'm pretty sure be playing with NachoCast later on in GTA 5, so if you guys are interested in that, I will plug a link here in just a second, unless somebody else here in the chat who's a mod can do that. Let's see who is on. Just Joe. We can go raid Just Joe. He's the only one playing Farm Sim, so let's go do that. Alright. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and let me catch up here. Is it just me, or would anyone expect a better chainsaw animation, or at least a revamped one? It's been the same since 17. That's crazy. That's 8 years of the same animation. Yeah, sorry it's so late, Jeremiah. You're just getting here and it's ending, but it's the way it works sometimes, I guess. Let me plug in Nacho's link real quick, because I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure I'll be live over there with him in about an hour and a half. Let's see if that pops up. Yeah, there's his link. Mr. Samuel says I'm out. Good, great evening, night, JJ. See you later. Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one.